Hey everybody, Stephen Talbot here with another MTG video. Today I want to talk to you guys about Master of Feasts. God, I can't say that to save my life. Master of Feasts. Uh, this card, I believe, in the coming format will be a powerhouse. Now, obviously, if you look at the card, 3 mana for a 5/5 flyer, it seems pretty legit. Yes, your opponent does get to draw a card. But and this is from my play group. I guess, there is a prominent name in my play group that really understands mono black. Jason Ellis. We'll call him the Tormented Heroes for a nickname. We'll see if that will stick. So Jason Ellis went to the Pro Tour this weekend in Georgia, and he played his mono black aggro deck with Master Feast, and this is block, obviously. Played his mono black aggro deck and beat Patrick Chapin. I believe this was round 7. They were both 6-0 on Saturday, and he beat him game 1. And it really proved that first game how effective this card can be. I mean, you're sitting there, you're putting out a bunch of 1-drops on turn 1 and turn 2, and then all of a sudden you drop Master of Feast or Herald of Torment, and you really can push out some damage on turn 3 and turn 4. And yes, they may draw an answer, but really, how many removal spells can they play against mono black on turn 3 and turn 4? At best, you get a Hero's Downfall, and you get a Hero's Downfall and maybe 2 Deicides on turn 4. I mean, if you're on the play, if you're on the draw, most likely you could be dead by this card by that point. So, I guess in my eyes, this card is going to be, in conjunction with Herald of Torment, a really strong card once rotation happens in October. So, as you can see over here, guys, the price is going from $3 to $5. And it's been it's weird. It's been bouncing all over the place. Like, the more of these I click on, let's go to Channel Fireball. Let's get off Super Ink Games. Thing was at 4, it was at 5, and now it's at 4 again. You start looking at Amazon or eBay. It's still going from that 4 to it's going from 4 right now. They're at 3. I believe if you go to Amazon, they're a little bit more expensive. But regardless, guys, they're from $3 to $5. And as we've seen, if you look at the format and how mono black is shaped up to be, Desecration Demon in Standard is the only real reason I see this card not being played right now. Herald of Torment has a spot over this card right now because of the fact it bestows. And, of course, the downside to, Herald of Torment's a little less, but, of course, you're getting 2 less power, 2 less toughness. But I think mono black aggro will really see a place, as far as I can see right now. I do not know. Khans of Tarkir was announced, and obviously, guys, I don't know what's going to be in that set, so this could all change. But this is my speculation. Master Feast and Herald of Torment. So trading is great. Buying them, they're little. I mean, if you can get them under $3 right now, I'd say even under $2.50, I'd say go for it, because you might be sitting on these cards for a long time. Look at Desecration Demon. That was considered a bulk rare for a good while. Even though everyone knew its power level, it didn't really spike in price. I believe, though, this card is going to maintain some value, because people understand that Desecration Demon had some value for the past 6 months. And so it's very fresh in their mind, and that's why I think this card will have it'll maintain some sort of value. And Herald of Torment right now is, I believe, let's look at that might be very low. Herald of Torment from Born of the Gods. So this has a little bit more of an upside to it, guys. And this is basically the same type of card, except the Bestow ability allows you to basically get 2 of them. It makes a small weenie creature large and flying, and its downside, instead of giving your opponent a card, is just lose a life. You're playing an aggro deck. You bestow this on a Tormented hero. I mean, realistically, it's a very small downside when you're playing a 3/3 flyer in turn 3 or bestowing it. So I think this card is probably better speculation, but I wouldn't run away from Master of Feast right now. I think both of these you should be picking them up. Sadly, on the other hand, I can't even spell. Prophetic. All right. This card. Oh my God. This card. Nobody knows. This has no spot in standard right now. It wasn't in block this weekend, and I didn't really see anything on camera that had this card. Not even this in the sideboard. This card, everyone knows it's going to be good, but nobody really knows. And so this card is really high. If you guys can get these, don't buy these. They're way too high to buy. If you're looking for a spec, this is probably the card to stay away from. But also, I think this card, when it does finally hit a spot, this card is going to jump to $15 to $20, I believe. Just due to the fact that it's so hyped right now, it may start to subside. And let's take a look at some of these larger stores. So we've got 9, 7, dropping down to 5 almost. Wow. And now we're back somewhere at the $7 to $8 range. Let's go to Channel Fireball. They're a little bit high. But I think if you guys look, it's about 7 to 8. It's about an $8 average right now. If you guys can get these at $5 to $6, I think they'd be a good pickup right now, because I think the upside of these are maybe still, it may be quite large, but picking them up, if it happens to go the other direction, you're going to lose a lot. So trade for these sparingly, but I would say at least have a playset ready or more to kind of sell off if they do kind of spike to $12, $15, even to $20 when they do find a spot in standard. And it could be after rotation, so be mindful that you may be sitting on them. One strategy that I'm doing right now is kind of trading away some of my Ravnica block stuff for stuff in Theros block, knowing that that stuff will drop and this stuff will fluctuate. Still gives me a chance to kind of break even. But guys, until next time, Stephen Talbot. Like, subscribe below. Out.